Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat.
So this wasn't just a one-night thing. This bombing campaign will be sustained for days, at least. The Israeli population has been ordered to lock down for weeks in preparation for an Iranian response. Shortly after last night's attacks on Tehran, Secretary of State Marco Rubio tried to distance the U.S. from the operations. The White House released a statement from Rubio that read, quote, "Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel." So the U.S. was made aware of Israel's decision to launch the attacks on Iran. And despite Israel being a military client state of the U.S., and despite the White House actively involved in negotiations with Iran, with another round of those talks just days away, President Trump allowed Netanyahu to go through with the operation, which threatens to drag the U.S. into another war. According to the Times of Israel, the bombings were coordinated with the U.S. Some of the attacks came from Iraqi airspace, which is essentially controlled by the U.S. And days before the bombs fell on Tehran, President Trump was already preparing for retaliation by ordering non-essential embassy staff across the Middle East to return home. And it's highly likely the U.S. will be involved in defending Israel from any Iranian retaliation. And should Iran's response involve hitting U.S. military sites in the region, then that will lead to direct war between Washington and Tehran, which would be catastrophic. But something a lot of members of Congress are yearning for. A number of neocon U.S. senators came out in support of Israel. Tom Cotton posted, quote, "Proud to stand with Israel." Lindsey Graham said, quote, "Game on, pray for Israel." This is from Ted Cruz calling explicitly for the U.S. to join the war on Iran. Quote, "President Trump has been clear that Iran must completely dismantle their nuclear capacity. Iran has given President Trump the middle finger. Israel is acting to defend themselves, and we should stand with them." But probably the most hawkish statement came from a Democrat, Israel's biggest stooge in the Senate, John Fetterman, who tweeted, quote, "Our commitment to Israel must be absolute, and I fully support this attack. Keep wiping out Iranian leadership and the nuclear personnel. We must provide whatever is necessary, military, intelligence, weaponry, to fully back Israel in striking Iran." Well, sir, what's necessary right now is for you to be dropped into Tehran with an M16. You're prepared to do that, right? Right? Or is this just a war you expect your poor constituents to fight? This is, of course, the consequences of the U.S. not just allowing, but aiding Israel to carry out a genocide in Gaza for more than 20 months now. U.S. protections have emboldened Netanyahu's rogue war government to act with impunity as it bombs not just Gaza, but also Lebanon, Syria, and now Iran. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.